origin of humans. Considered by most paleoanthropologists to be the oldest inhabited territory on Earth. Home of the Sphinx in Egypt and the Great Pyramids of Giza. Land of the great temples of Abu Simbel and northern Libya. This is the Africa you and I have come from. A land filled with bountiful resources such as oil, diamonds, gold, and copper. Land of the great Queen Nefertiti, wife of Pharaoh Akhenaten, the first ruler in recorded history to believe in the concept of one God. Land to the great Queen Heidi, wife of Pharaoh and conqueror.
I have come to tell you about the kingdom of my land. I am from Minamantapa, a great empire along Africa's coast. King Motata is my ruler, and his knowledge brought prosperity to our people. Motato mastered a plan to unite our Kwalo tribe. Our enemies knew that if they can keep us fighting among ourselves, we will be a divided people lacking in power. Under his guidance, our empire joined together and became a mighty fist. We protected our people and our land. Remember King Matuto. His vision lives in me and in you.
Haile Selassie is a 111th descendant of King Solomon and Queen of Sheba. He ruled as Emperor of Ethiopia from 1930 to 1936. His reign ended abruptly with the invasion of Italy. Although it is tried, Ethiopia is the only African country to never been colonized. Haile Selassie was reinstated in 1941 and renamed an absolute monarch until his death. Ethiopia is the oldest Coptic Christian church in the world, and many of its people are descended of Hebrew heritage. They are called Falashi, and many of them live in Israel.
As he was referred to, was the ruler of Egypt from 1332 BC to 1323 BC. King Tut was known as the Boy King because at the age of 9 he was crowned king, thus becoming one of the youngest rulers of Africa. King Tut mysteriously died around the age of 18. Much has been learned of the burial practices of the ancient Egyptians since the discovery of King Tut's tomb. The treasures from King Tut's tomb toured the world for many years. You can visit these precious objects in the Egyptian Museum of Cairo. King Tut's coffin still lies in its tomb in the Valley of the Kings.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Bienvenue à Pro American Biku Mongwe. El Hajj Omar Bongo was the longest ruling head of state as president of Gabon, Africa. Gabon stands as a city of beauty and power off the western coast of Lady Africa. The city flourishes as one of the most prosperous countries and is testament to the possibility of peace within African nations. Serving already as a compelling and opinionated vice president of the newly liberated country of Gabon, Bongo became president following the death of Lumumba on December 2, 1967. Since then, Omar Bongo has gone on to create an African country known for its strong economy, peaceful lands, and proud people. Bongo was born in humble beginnings, the youngest of 12 children. His knowledge and love for the African people fueled his passion to build up the city of Gabon into the position that it is in today. Despite many critics, Gabon is a physical definition of African liberty and prosperity. Although poverty and transgression have its place in Gabon, the most apparent of its qualities is freedom. Freedom paid for by its eclectic tribal history.